Welcome to today's Tom Talks webinar series. I'm Nick Ramfos. I'm the Director of the National Operations Center of Excellence, or NOCoE. This webinar is being recorded. A recording will be shared on our YouTube page and newsletter and will be available on the website within the coming week. To get the recording, please follow us on YouTube and register for our newsletter. All participants will be muted throughout this webinar. Please use the Q&A box on your Zoom toolbar for any questions for the presenters. For general questions for NOCoE or anything else, please use the chat box. We will be doing Q&A after each speaker. This webinar has closed captioning and transcription options as well. Access to those are also on your Zoom toolbar. Before we begin, I just want to thank all of you who are joining us today. We began a robust Tom Talks webinar series for 2025, and after the webinar, we want to hear from you via a short survey that we'll be sending you. We want to know about your preferences for our webinars and how we can best assist you. We also offer you PDHs for most of our webinars, including this one, so please be sure to access those. This is part of an ongoing series on the use and value of the Transportation Operations Manual. Our last Tom Talks webinar in May highlighted the guidance on performance measures for operational improvements and how TSMO programs play an important role in the development of comprehensive performance measure programs. Participants learned about how TSMO programs can help gather and implement performance measures for both system performance monitoring as well as for multi-year project development processes. Presentations focused on the TOM's guidance for level of service, reliability, and other operational measures that are repeatable and sustainable, allowing agencies to prioritize and update their TSMO strategies and reevaluate the measures in the future. Participants also learned how the Green Book ties into performance measures. The TOM focuses on performance measures for operational improvements and guidance on the addition of TSMO-focused performance measures and their importance on operational outcomes when delivering infrastructure programs and projects and practices. And excellent examples that were shared during that webinar were from Pennsylvania, as well as Utah, as well as NITEC. This year, we're going to continue our talks about quite a few sections of the TOM, including the institutional and planning chapters and the tactical elements chapters. These webinars, along with the February and May webinars, are recorded and are on our YouTube channel. And you'll see that link in the chat box. So today's webinar, we're going to focus on linking TSMO to capital projects and how agencies can proactively provide TSMO input and review during the numerous steps associated with project development. This includes planning and programming and development, as well as an integration of TSMO into project design, construction, and ongoing maintenance. As many of you know, agencies face an increasing need for operational efficiency, and it's important that TSMO be proactively included in various steps of the planning and programming process when it comes to project development. Integrating TSMO into the development process can help agencies achieve reduced capital costs and meet road network operational needs. Today, you're going to learn about how TSMO programs can contribute to the project development process. Presentations will focus on the TOM's guidance for project development and integrating TSMO into the planning, programming, design, construction, and ongoing maintenance and operations. You will also learn about the various aspects of how TSMO professionals approach their roles and responsibilities in this process. So now I'd like to give everyone just some additional background on the TOM before we hear from all of our panelists. And I just have a few slides. So for those of you who don't know, there are three pillars to TSMO, according to our AASHTO Committee on Transportation System Operations. One is that we have the Transportation Operations Manual, which is really our library book. And then we have the National Operations Center of Excellence, which is the library, because we do have a lot of knowledge-based information on our website. And if you haven't visited, you should try and do that. And then we also hold periodic regional operation leadership forums, as well as operations practitioner workshops, which were just introduced this year. And that's really our training. We are focused on the operations manual. It's the first edition, and it's available to all state DOTs for free. You get 5 downloadable PDFs. If you want more, or if you're not a state DOT, there are more available to purchase on the AASHTO store, and the prices were reduced about a year ago. So the member price is $250, and the non-member price is $338. Also available on the website is a table of contents with details of all 30 chapters and their contents. Trainings are also available for how to use the TOM. A lot of these courses were just introduced about 2 weeks ago, and they're free for the state DOTs, and they really get into detail about how agencies use the TOM and the TOM's connection to day-to-day practices. And for those of you, if you just go to the next slide, we do have a QR code if you want to access those. But they are, again, they are free to AASHTO members, and you do receive PDHs as well if you go through those courses. We've also been working on connecting practitioners with the TOM through this webinar series. And again, these are all available on our website and through the NOCoE YouTube channel. And so that was already put in the chat for you. So if you'd like to access those, feel free to do so. And then we've also updated our website to connect all of our resources with the TOM and show how the manual could be used side by side with a lot of the NOCoE information that we have up on the website. And that gives you kind of a full experience of gaining knowledge of what's in the TOM based on a lot of our case studies and other information that we have on our website. And lastly, I just want to make a plug here. If you're not already signed up for our newsletter, please do so. There's a QR code here that you can use to do that. And we have more webinars that are planned for the rest of this calendar year, as well as you'll find out about any events that are happening, as well as any new case studies and best practice reports that we release through the newsletter.